Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're back for another episode of Likeable Figgas. I'm your boy, Major Walla. And in this episode, guess where we're going? We're going live on location of Wingsville, Chickasaw, Alabama. Some of the best soul food, southern food you can get in this part of the Mississippi. Believe me. But we going live on location. And we talking to the owners, the entrepreneurs, and they're just gonna tell you a lot about their journey and how they became and got inspired to, follow their dreams to start up their restaurant. So yeah, sit back. Let's take this ride. We're gonna drive out there. I'm going on location this season. This season, our interviews is going to be for different entrepreneurs. I'm going to your spot. I'm pulling up on you. I'm listening to your stories. I want y'all to inspire me. I want to get your story. I want the people to hear your story. I want to, whatever you got on your chest, get out. You got a message for the people, let the people know. And I will be reaching out to a bunch of entrepreneurs this season. So get ready. You never know. You might be next. Peace. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another episode of Likeable Figgas. I'm here at the Wingsville Restaurant in Chickasaw, Alabama. What's the
119 West Lee Street, Chickasaw, Alabama, 36611.
I'm here with the owners of Wingsville. It's a cafe or restaurant? Restaurant. I'm here with the owners of Wingsville Restaurant in Chickasaw, and I want y'all to understand what entrepreneurship is and understand that these are regular people. They're doing a regular job, but they are chasing their dreams and following their dreams and able to sustain and work in a life for themselves, work for themselves, and sustain a living for themselves. This is their dream. This is what they put their hard-earned dollars and effort into. So we come here to get their story. How y'all doing today?
Doing wonderful. Thank you for having us.
Tell the people your name and
Jada and LeBaron Lane. We are the owners of Wingsville in Chickasaw.
they got some good food here too. Y'all need to come try it. There's a few questions I'm gonna ask y'all today. Just get the people get to know the owners and let y'all know what y'all got going on around here. One of the first questions I want to know is, what is your definition of entrepreneurship?
For us, I believe it is pursuing your passion and living your dreams on your own terms.
Okay. And when you started this restaurant, what was your inspiration? What inspired you to get all this started?
Pretty much, our background is cooking.
Okay.
My father, our father, and pretty much people's person, and we want to serve people to the fullest extent.
Okay. Yeah, just get to basically they love cooking, so they started them a restaurant. Something that any person can do. If you got a dream, you just got to go out there. So, they was inspired. Okay, since you started this restaurant, I know life can be a little hectic and from regular life. So what would you say, what was your priority? Have your priorities changed anything? Anything different with been going on in life?
Yes, now that we have employees, you need to learn. You can manage yourself, but needing to manage others and making sure everyone here is on time, accountability, reliability, all that is important in running a successful restaurant.
Yes. Especially, you should say, being responsible, basically. Being on time, like, it's, you're not only managing yourself no more, you got employees that you manage once you go into entrepreneurship. So it's not a something you can be selfish. You have other people that you manage. So it's a huge step to jump into if you're trying to get into it. But you say there in the beginning, you know how you started out. Now that you know and you this far along in the process, what would you say you would have done differently in the beginning than that you know now that you would have done in the beginning?
Most definitely, I would have sought out private funding. We used our own savings, and now I wish we would have sought out funding.
Oh, they use their own money to put this together. Like, this is like building everything. They use their own hard-earned dollars to put into what their dream was. So it wasn't something that they went somewhere and somebody left them a trust fund or something like, oh, they went to a bank and the bank sponsored them or they had sponsors. No, they started with their own dollars. So that's so impressive. And I really believe that it's a lot of people that needs to understand that how hard that can be and the challenge that you can run into when you're trying to finance for yourself and finance and running everything from scratch. That's impressive to have it come to this far, and it's a successful restaurant. That's very impressive. For this restaurant, I ate here before. The colors, everything. I think everything is on point. Like, what would you say by running it? What would you say is the most unique thing about Wingsville?
Our personality here, our customer service. We are better than Chick-fil-A. When you come in the door, we're going to greet you. You're going to feel welcome like you are walking in your own home or a family member's home. And when you leave out, you're going to know us by name and you're going to feel part of the Wingsville family.
Down south, southern hospitality.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You can't get it's better to go in smaller restaurants when you come down south anyway. Instead of going to the big franchises that you know about, when you come down south, try these, smaller family-owned restaurants. This is where you get the best food, the best comfort, hospitality, friendliness. Everything is better in the smaller restaurants when you come down south. What advice would you give someone that's trying to start a restaurant in this industry?
The advice that I would give, you have to believe in what you're pursuing and fight through all the ups and downs and the challenges that are going to come, because they're coming.
Yeah.
And it was once told to me that in order to be successful, you have to suffer. Meaning that, things don't happen overnight. And you can't give up.
Exactly.
You got to keep going even when you're tired.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, and that's just one phase of it, because once you reach that plateau, now you got to maintain that plateau.
Okay.
So, but the biggest thing that I would say for myself, where I come from nothing,
Yeah.
and in order to have something, that's a beautiful feeling.
Exactly. It most definitely is.
Especially when you put your hard-earned sweat into it.
Yeah, you got sweat equity in the product.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, with anything, when you building something from scratch with your hands, you cherish it more like through the process and at the end. You appreciate it. You cherish it. Like you don't mind going to effort because you know it's for you.
Yes.
It's people out here that's busting their butt at someone else's dream. So if you want to build something that's your dream, don't you think you would feel better to bust your butt for yourself than someone else? Because believe it or not, that's what the jobs are doing. Like when you're having a career with someone or a job, I wouldn't say a career, a job, you working for someone else's dream.
Well, I mean, you can't say it no clearly because the last job I had, you know, I was making nice money, $29 an hour.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was faithful, I was dedicated, always on time.
Scared to be late.
And one mistake cost me everything.
Everything.
But in the whole process of that, because I can work this and believe in somebody else, why can't I believe in myself?
As simple as that. Like, because I believe that most people have dreams. And because anyone can have a dream. It takes a very special people to actually put action behind their dream. You know, so just like, because when you start, you don't know where it's going to go. You don't know if it's like, hey, this might not work, but you don't know that. But you had the faith and the mental fortitude to actually say, I'm going to start this. I don't know where it's going to go, but I'm going to put my best foot forward and I'm going to make it happen. And that takes a special people to do that.
Well, a lot of people don't understand. You know, the old saying say, what you put in is what you get out.
Yes, sir.
And 9 out of 10, a lot of times, you got to put more than 100% in it sometimes.
Okay. So the first initial step, you had the vision. You had the vision of what you wanted to be. Thought of a name, you know, you thought of your colors, you got your logo done, but that initial investing, like, what sacrifices did you have to make to be able to make that initial investment to actually make this thing a reality? All right, both of y'all. Both of y'all.
Giving up your wants.
Yeah. That's a hard thing to do.
And putting your priorities before your wants.
Yes, sir.
Because, you know, you want a pair of Jordan, but you got to pay this. Which one you willing to sacrifice for?
The longevity.
The longevity.
Because all this will come if you believe in yourself, you believe in your dreams, you pursue them. And because Wingsville did not come about, I thought about it last night, or we thought about it a year ago. This is 10 years in the making of saving money. This is 10 years in the making of preparation, going over it. And then when we decided to put our action towards it, it was first getting the logo. Then it was making a shirt, and then it was going out there and letting others, we want to pursue this little by little. It doesn't matter if you start off with a name. Hold on to that name, go ahead and reserve that name in your state. You start there. You got a whole year, you know.
Exactly.
Well, let's start.
Everything is steps.
Yeah.
You're right, but first of all, discipline.
Yeah.
Because everything that she said, distraction is going to come along the way and make you go into that savings.
It's not even distraction.
Yeah.
Other life problems.
Yeah.
Other life problems gonna come, and
Yeah.
if that is your solution to your other life problem, you're really sacrificing your dream.
Yeah.
You know. So
it's being totally trusting God, totally disciplined.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have no discipline, you in the red
all
already.
other things don't mean nothing without it.
And this was one thing, both of our fathers had passed during this process of this 10 years of this is what we want. But that did not stop us. There could be some type of tragedy. There is something that, someone that was along with you that may no longer be with you physically. They're still here, but you continue to pursue on. Do not allow anything to hinder you or stop you from your goal. It's always.
It's always going to be something.
Just by saying that, the day that we opened, we had different
Yes. But we pursued on.
Keep pushing forward.
Yes.
If you wait for the time to be perfect,
It's never
There's
happened.
no
never gonna happen.
Never.
And that's with anything in life. If you're gonna do this when this happens, you already setting yourself behind the 8 ball because you're not gonna do it, because when that happens, it's gonna be something else. I hear people say it all the time. Oh,
The right
at
time.
the beginning of the year, I'm gonna quit my job. I'm gonna do this. It's nothing different between September 20th and January 1st.
Exactly.
It's still 24 hours. You know, it's still 60 minutes in each one of those hours.
Yeah.
So if you're waiting for a particular time to do something, the time is now.
Yes.
Like rather, it ain't got to be a huge step. It can be a little small step, but it got to be a step in the right direction.
Well, the key element to that is she inspired me. My wife inspired me.
Yeah.
When we was putting this whole thing together, and this is a true saying, you got to speak it into existence in the airways, and you got to act on it.
Exactly.
And before this business got started, she told me this: go get your shirt made.
Mm-hmm.
I said, why should I go get a shirt made? Go get the shirt made.
Wear the logo.
You speaking it into existence.
It's forming around you. If the thought is in your mind and you can see it in your mind, it's already there. The physical just got to catch up. The mental work quicker than the physical do.
And another thing that I really give advice to: be around positive energy.
I live on that.
Be around positive energy, because negative energy will deter you away from your dream.
Yes.
And you'll miss out on it
People
because
talking you out of it.
exactly. Oh, this the pandemic, or this or that, or this or that.
Yeah.
You got to stick to your guns. You got to stick to your guns,
Yeah.
and have that tunnel vision. Have that tunnel vision.
And that's what it takes.
Just because you didn't do it, that don't mean we can't do it.
Exactly.
You're not moving the way I'm moving.
Exactly.
So, you know, it's easy to say, oh, that ain't gonna work because it is. Don't put your limited beliefs on me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm better than what you think I am. And most people can't get over that hump because of the people that they're around. And tell them like, man, don't do that right now. It's so hard out here right now. You don't want to do that. You got a good job.
One thing I keep in mind, my dad left me with before he passed. He said, "You want to be a millionaire? Hang around millionaires."
Yes, sir.
So that means if you want to move forward, you got to hang around people that's trying to go in that same
forward.
level.
It's moving forward. And y'all say y'all do have employees.
Yes.
Okay, this is a family business.
Yes.
Did your employees come from a staffing agent, or this is a family
This
business?
is a family business.
Family
Okay.
business.
We all
That's what I'm
family. We
talking
act
about.
like family too. You'll
Yeah.
know.
And sometimes it's ups and downs within
Yes.
family, but you keep moving forward
Exactly.
because nothing can. And once you realize ain't no one person bigger than the whole entire thing, like you realize that okay, this is Wingsville.
Yes.
It ain't one person if one person leave, it ain't gonna stop the show. Everything the bigger picture is bigger than just one individual.
Well,
Exactly.
with us, yeah, we're the owners, true enough. But everyone that represents Wingsville has an important part that they play.
Yes.
They help Wingsville be what Wingsville is.
Exactly.
Success come with a multitude
It's a
of
team
things.
sport.
Yes, team, you know what I'm
Success,
saying? Yeah.
to be successful, it's a team sport, especially running a restaurant.
Because if we could do it all by ourselves, we'll be here right by ourselves.
Exactly.
But it's a team effort, because down from the dishwasher,
Exactly.
you know,
Like,
he
that's
plays
why
a part.
I live on, I say, be great in your role. Whatever your role is, wherever's in my family, like family household is your, man, everybody got a role. Be great in your role and the family will be great.
Yeah.
If you can't be great in your role because you're trying to do something else, like how the family gonna be great? If you saying this is what you want, so if you learn how to be great in your role, the whole machine will be great.
Yeah.
So I will ask y'all, both of you, and then you go first, and then you, for success, how would you define success?
For me, success is to enjoy what you are doing and to also be financially secure while you're doing it.
Okay. I like that. How about you?
When you are able to overcome the obstacles and the challenges that you face and keep you moving forward, then you pretty much echoing off her, you know, you can enjoy the fruits of your labor.
Okay. That's a good definition. Basically, exactly how I feel about success. I feel success is the journey.
Yeah.
It's not the destination. It's
Journey.
all those day in, day out.
Yeah.
You getting up and go do it again tomorrow. That's success. If you're doing it for yourself, that's
That's
how I feel what success is.
Even when you have a setback,
Exactly.
if you can bounce back,
Keep going. If you can keep
Yeah.
moving forward in the eyes of setbacks, that's success.
Yeah.
But people think success is you standing at the top of the mountain with your hands up.
No.
Like
that's just the
byproduct.
you know what I'm saying? That's it.
Once you up there, in that split moment, I tell anybody, a 12th grader in high school, he's working whole high school career to make it to the 12th grade to graduate. Graduation is no more than 30 minutes, maybe an hour. After that hour, after everybody's done congratulating, now what? But you thought most people think that was, oh, that's success. I'm gonna be, that's success. Like, that's not success. Anytime you accomplish something, the end of that accomplish is not success. It was the journey it took you to.
That's right.
That you kept getting up, wanting to go do it. That's what success
Because
is.
success also deals with consistency.
Exactly.
Because
Consistency.
if you don't have that, you can be in business for 5 years, and one thing go wrong, you lost over,
You
over
lost.
5 years.
You can't handle it.
No.
You stop. So, about this process of starting a restaurant from scratch, like many people roll past this building and seen this building and then act on it. And this building used to be something else, but you took this building and you made it your dream. What would you say you enjoyed the most about this journey so far?
For one, I claimed what I wanted.
Okay.
And I allow God to give me the opportunity to act on what it is blessed me with.
Okay.
You know, a lot of times, you know, people praying to God and God could be knocking at the door, but if you never answer it, it defeats the purpose of asking God.
You went home when he was knocking.
You see what I'm saying? You know, it's just like the little story, you know, the old lady was waiting on Jesus.
Oh,
and
yeah.
She missed him
I
3
tell
times.
people this story
You know
all
what I'm
the
saying?
time.
Missed him 3 times.
He died.
Yeah, because they expecting this and that.
To
Like
happen
they
the
say,
way they wanted to happen.
they
instead
want
of
all the
his.
T's crossed and all the I's
Exactly.
dotted, like you just said earlier.
Exactly.
We just got to move when God said it's time to move.
Exactly. What about you? What have you enjoyed about this entire process?
The colors that you see, I've done.
Okay.
The decor, yes, I've done. But just us as a family, because we came in here, we did all the paint, we did all the hard work, and all of us enjoying each other's time and that quality time. No one was on their phone, but we was here spending time getting and preparing this place for our customers. And that's been the most blessed part about this whole adventure.
Okay. And how's the neighborhood that you opened up in? What would you say about the neighborhood?
This is one of the best neighborhoods you can be. The customers here are welcoming. They welcome us to their community. They've opened their doors, and they have been a blessing. And they continue to be a blessing.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, you asked that question earlier, but I will say this. Ultimately, seeing your dreams come true.
Exactly.
Living your dream.
Exactly.
Because,
Day by day.
You know what I'm saying?
Day in and day out,
And
able to.
you just have to thank God every day because once upon a time, it just was an idea.
It just was a thought in your mind.
A thought in your mind.
Yeah.
And then it turned into an idea. And then it's like, but you know, It's not out there now, but when I looked at that sign, tears rolled down my eyes because I wish my father was here.
Exactly.
Because 16 years ago, the same very place we tried, me and my wife, brother, and all us tried to pursue. But God said it wasn't time.
Okay.
Now that we here, we made that accomplishment.
Yeah.
Now we just, like you say, we on this journey.
Exactly.
And wherever God allow it to go, that's, we trust God to take us there.
As long as you putting that one foot in front of the
Oh,
other, it's hey. I tell people, money don't grow things.
No.
Energy grow things.
Yeah.
The energy that you put into this, that day in, day out, of coming here every day, everyone that's coming here, employees, everyone that's coming here, even the customers, the energy that they're putting into it, it can't do nothing but grow. It can't do nothing but grow.
But man, we could add $100,000.
Mhm.
See, a lot of times, like they say, people think money buy everything.
It'll buy you a pause.
It's the effort that you put into
Exactly. Money can't
Good.
buy effort.
good customer service, consistency, good food, good
Exactly.
hospitality. That would override money.
Energy.
Yeah, you do need,
You need
funds.
The finance,
Yeah.
like I tell people, financially, you know, that's self-explanatory. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to say that, but like I tell you, if you got a problem that money can solve, you ain't got no problem.
Exactly.
You have no problem. Like because once you put your effort into it, the money gonna come.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna come one way or another. One way or another, it's gonna come. But it's just about, hey, I ain't focused on that. I'm focused on grinding and
Yes.
making this better every day and growing it as big as I can, and handing it down to my kids so they can finish when I'm done with it.
Yes. Generational wealth.
Generational wealth.
And that's what we need more of,
Exactly.
especially when you're building from scratch.
Like, we're gonna wrap it up, but before we do, I wanna get, what would you tell another inspiring entrepreneur out there? I'm getting both people, guys, answer. What would you tell another up and coming entrepreneur that's inspiring to do something, but just won't go out there and do it, but they got the thoughts and the dreams to do it, but they scared to do it? Like, what would you tell them to motivate them to get to the point where they can chase, like actually make their dream a reality?
Override that fear with faith. And
Okay.
if you believe in yourself, pursue after it. Educate yourself. Educating yourself about the business or industry you want to be in is actively pursuing it.
Exactly.
And then just do it. Don't give up on yourself and just pursue it, and it's going to work out in God's time.
Right. Because education, that's something you can do without money.
Exactly.
You can go, public library is free with
Yes.
all that information in
Yes.
there. Hey, you can educate yourself without money. So what would you say? What would you tell that person?
First of all, believe in whatever it is that you after.
Okay.
And surround yourself with positive energy. Because you can't do it by yourself.
No.
So trust and believe in God. Surround yourself with positive people,
Okay.
and that would allow to build your confidence and your confidence and alleviate your fears of really,
Like having a mentor.
yeah.
Having a mentor,
Yeah.
we was blessed. We do have someone that is in the family who's had a successful business for over 20 years. So when we were pursuing buildings, it may be simple for a lot of people. It's just a building. No, we want to have someone who has expertise
Exactly.
in knowing how can we get this at the right price. What are some of the questions we need to be asking instead of the realtor asking us,
Yeah.
this is what we just offer.
Exactly.
How can we do a counter offer? So having a mentor
Exactly.
is very important.
And
And know everything about what is it that you pursuing.
exactly.
So nobody won't trip you up.
Exactly.
Knowing your product, knowing everything that is to know, and surround yourself around people that is in the business that can give you that, you know, information. Now, I'm not going to say they're going to give you all that information, but take what benefits you
Exactly.
and use it
Exactly.
and apply.
To your advantage.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
then you can make sense off of things that you studied
Yeah.
that didn't make sense to you, but this person input of actually doing it, now you put it together, now you
Yeah.
got like information to really stand on to go forward and move forward.
Like take a little bit here, take a little bit there, and if it applies to you for what you got going on, that's good information.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So there you have it. Entrepreneurs on purpose, right here. The only thing they had in the beginning was a hope and a dream, but they was able to pull it together and make it manifest into a whole successful restaurant, and the food is great. So thank you guys for
Thank you
doing
for
this
having
interview
us.
with me.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And if it's anything else you want to say, promotion, you can say the address one more time, the phone number.
You can get us on Facebook. You can look on our menu on Yelp. You can also come to our store at 119 West Lee Street, Chickasaw, Alabama, 36611. Order your food or come in and eat and have a good time with us. And thank you so much.
And also, you know, take the time out for yourself and come and try us out for yourself. Because if you like it, that's all that matters. You know, and we're looking forward to seeing each and every one of our customers come up here and do business with us. And we're looking forward to satisfying all that and our way.